Last story here that I would like to ask about before the boys have some questions. We can't thank you enough for joining us. Old weekly wrap up with Rap Sheet and some of his friends.
Yeah. Woo!
Jake Glazer, OG in the Insider Game. He actually hung up his cowboy hat on the day-to-day inside breaking stuff and just only does Fox NFL Sunday. And Jake Glazer, good friend of ours, hashtag JNew. You've been on this very early talking about how Deshaun Watson, there are still people that are looking to trade for Deshaun Watson, even though there is 22 incredibly serious allegations happening outside the world of football. There are still conversations happening within the football world because he wanted out of Houston or whatever from the beginning. He came out and said that although the Houston Texans maybe were once not answering the phone whenever trades were happening or calls were happening, he said now they're open for business. They are looking to. Is a team going to trade for Deshaun Watson? Is that team going to be the Miami Dolphins or one of these other teams? And how does it look off the field with very serious allegations for him to actually play this year if a team was to trade for him?
Well, a couple of things. First, like the Texans have been open to trading him. Like I don't think, really ever since probably early on in training camp, like they had conversations. They had conversations with multiple teams. Like they have been open to trading Deshaun Watson. This has really been about price. And, the timing is interesting because, like, could a trade happen soon? Could a trade happen by the trade deadline? All possible. A lot of times these trades need a trigger, like something to make it happen. Like, that's why trades obviously happen around the trade deadline, because if you don't trade from now, you just can't. So I don't know what would be the trigger right now. Is it something legal? Is it something that the Texans just say enough is enough? Is it something like, let's say, is it the Dolphins? Is it, whoever?
Whoa, who's whoever?
I mean, I would say, the teams that have been rumored were, the Dolphins and the Panthers, who seem to be doing fine. The Broncos, I know, have been still in the market for a quarterback and probably still will be next year, potentially, unless Bridgewater is the quarterback of the future. Like, those were the teams kind of in the mix there. So, I would say the Texans have been open for business. It's really just a matter of what pushes it over the edge, and do they get the price? I mean, it is going to be expensive.
Still, and even with everything off the field still up in flux, it's still going to be expensive.
Well, I mean, there is a possibility that if you trade for him, he ends up getting suspended. There's also the possibility that
goes to jail forever.
The criminal situation escalates and something worse happens. Whoever trades for him has to do enough research and feel comfortable with the player that they are getting and the results of this situation. Like that, the legal part of it, knowing exactly everything that you could know, is definitely a part of potentially trading for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, it's not just the player, right? It's the human, and everything that's going on in the human life of Deshaun Watson is very serious.
And this is not trading for a tackle. This is not trading for a corner. Like, this is a quarterback who is the face of your franchise. So, if a team is going to trade for him, they have to be extremely comfortable with the person, everything off the field, and everything on the field.